Hey guys, Mark McKillier with Live Anabolic, and guess what we're going to talk about today? I'm going to show you how eating healthy actually tastes great. Okay, so why do I have all this food out on the table? First of all, this is not staged. I did not go make a special trip to the grocery store and buy certain foods to put on this table. I literally pulled all of this food out of my refrigerator and out of my cupboard just 5 minutes ago. So this is a perfect example of what I eat in a typical day, actually a typical week, guys. So I don't eat perfect all the time, but I'm going to show you guys how eating healthy is not terrible. It doesn't taste bad. Everybody's so scared of eating healthy. I can't do that. One of the reasons I'm shooting this video is because I get tons of questions and complaints on our Facebook page about people who say, oh, I hate vegetables. I can't eat vegetables. What can I substitute in lieu of vegetables? Guys, I'm rolling my eyes at you right now. Suck it up. Come on. Now look, I don't like lima beans. I don't like beets. There's a few vegetables that taste terrible. But there are tons and tons of great tasting vegetables, and you don't have to eat them raw. I don't. So here are 3 examples, because I don't like to cook. So a lot of the stuff you're going to see out here is almost no cooking required, or 0 cooking, okay? So there are several ways to eat vegetables that make them taste fantastic, okay? Some of those ways require cooking. I do that occasionally. This is a great way to eat vegetables with no cooking. Because I'm lazy, I go to the grocery store and I go to the deli, all right? Here's another example, all right? All 3 of these are salads, vegetable salads, behind the glass counter at the deli, all right? Your grocery store is not going to have the exact same stuff I have, but they're going to have 4, 5, 6 different choices for you. Just test them out. All right, so what is this? All right, corn salad. All right, so I didn't have to do anything, but I can tell in this corn salad is chopped up red peppers, green peppers, feta cheese, some great tasting dressing. It looks like an oil and vinegar type of dressing, some spices, some celery, okay? This is a broccoli salad. All you guys, oh, I hate broccoli. I can't eat broccoli. Oh, dude, this tastes fantastic, all right? I don't know what kind of dressing is on here, but there are raisins in here, and there's little chopped up nuts in here, and there's some chopped up, it looks like purple onion in here. Anyway, this stuff tastes fantastic. Requires no cooking, no prep. I didn't have to chop anything up. All right, kale. Ooh, kale. You must be weird, Mark. You must be one of those freaky fitness guys, all right, that eats perfect all the time. I've never had kale in my life until I tried this salad at the deli, all right? So guys, oh my gosh, this has got all kinds of other great stuff in there. It's got diced up carrots. It's got some kind of really cool raisin dressing. It's an oil and vinegar dressing. It's got blueberries in there. It's got some chopped up onions, all right? So I'm sure I would hate just raw kale, all right, if it was, you know, straight out of the ground, very little prep, all right? But because they got all this stuff mixed in there, guys, I promise you, even if you think you hate vegetables, you're gonna be able to find some great vegetable salads at your deli, and they're gonna be mixed in with lots of other little vegetables, and they're gonna have some great dressings on there. So guys, that is a perfect way to get some super healthy food in you. You need all those micronutrients that come with the vegetables. You need that fiber that comes with those vegetables. So this is a real simple trick, guys. All right, you know I'm lazy. I've told you that hundreds of times. I'm too lazy to go buy apples and peel them. I'm too lazy to buy oranges and peel them, okay? So what do? I buy a fruit salad, all right? Everything's already chopped up and washed for me. So Like I said, I'm so lazy, I don't even want to wash my vegetables. All right, so this stuff is pre-washed. It's it's already cut up. All right, so guys, what do I have in here? It's strawberries, blueberries, and mangoes. All right, they're already washed. They're already cut up for me. I'm so lazy, I don't even want to get a fork of dirty. I will just eat straight out of the tub with my fingers, okay, guys? So, once again, I'm getting some really healthy stuff, okay? Okay. Let's just go around the table here. I got so many good things here. All right. I don't need to open this for you. Eggs, right? Eggs require a tiny bit of cooking. All right. I'll cook some eggs in some olive oil. What I'll do is I'll put the olive oil and then this is turkey bacon. All right. It's way lower in fat. Now, it still has enough fat for you, but it's got a ton of protein. Combine that with eggs, it's fantastic. All right. That's one of the few things that I actually cook. Let me open this for you. All right, this is another thing that I cook, all right, with air quotes around the word cook. I've actually shot a video, and it's on our YouTube channel of me cooking this dish with a woman over here, and she was cooking her favorite dish. This is rice, okay, that I grill it in a skillet with olive oil, okay, and I put a bunch of great seasoning in there, and this is just chopped up turkey, all right? So I buy the turkey at the deli. I have them slice it in real thick slices, a ½ inch thick, and then I just chop up the turkey real quick and I throw it in there. Now, so I'll make a big bowl, a whole skillet of this. That'll be 6 or 7 servings. So I'll eat this over a period of 4 or 5 days, all right? And because I need to get some greens, I need to get some vegetables, I'll use these as the side dishes, right? Super inexpensive, by the way, guys, and almost no effort. I don't really have a sweet tooth per se, but it does feel good, especially at night. After I eat my dinner, I don't always feel satiated, and so I'm craving kind of something sweet. This is Greek yogurt, light Greek yogurt, and it's light meaning it's got less sugar in it, all right? So this stuff, there's all kinds of fruit, you got different fruit flavored stuff. It has, this little tiny thing has got 12 grams of protein, guys. That is a ton. And it tastes really sweet, even though it's relatively low in sugar, guys. So this is almost like eating ice cream for me. This is another thing you guys need to try. Greek yogurt, light Greek yogurt. Let me just go through a couple of other things over here, all right? You know, guys, we're talking about nuts, getting healthy fats in our diet. All right, nuts have got great healthy fats. They do have a fair amount of protein in them also. This, guys, is the lazy man's guide to eating healthy breakfast. All right, it's a company called Kashi. Now, Kashi's got, I don't know, 4 or 5, maybe 6 different flavors of cereal, all right? All of them are really good for you. This particular one, the original Go Lean, all right, is by far the best. It's got 12 grams of protein in just a cup. And I eat more than a cup, okay? So I probably eat a cup and a half, so, you know, that's about 18 grams of protein just in the cereal portion. And then I'll put milk on it, or almond milk, which is, you know, another 4 grams of protein. And then another thing, guys, you don't realize is this has 13 grams of fiber. I bet a lot of you guys don't get enough fiber in your daily diet, and fiber is fantastic for making you poop regular, all right? So I'm always looking for foods that have fiber in them. And remember, guys, when we're talking about how many calories you eat in a day, and that's the direction I'm gonna take this video. Okay, we're gonna start talking about calories in a minute. But when you're talking about calories and how many you take in a day and how many calories you burn in a day trying to lose weight, you can subtract the grams of fiber, okay, from your total count, all right? So if you eat 40 grams of fiber a day, I think 1 gram of fiber is about 4 calories, all right? So that's 160 calories you can subtract from the total amount of food you ate that day, all right? That's a great way of doing this. This is another trick, guys. All right, water. A lot of you guys probably have heard me or somebody else tell you, you need to drink a lot of water, especially if you're trying to lose weight, okay? It's kind of a weird deal, but if you can force yourself to drink close to a gallon of water a day, it's going to really, really help you lose a lot of weight. Now, I know you're going to end up going to the bathroom a lot, all right? But it's going to make you feel great. Now, this is not just plain old bottled water here, all right? I get tired of just drinking water, okay? This is real inexpensive. This is carbonated, lightly flavored water, okay? So it's real inexpensive. It's the grocery store brand here. This bottle costs 79 cents. Okay, and I just crave carbonation. And this is wild cherry. They got all these different flavors, but it's got 0 calories. So, guys, even though it tastes even though it's got a fruit flavor to it, it's not. They're not using any sugar in here. So I can cram these things down. All right, I'm always keeping some of this carbonated water by my side when I'm at the computer answering your questions. All right, guys, so here is another little trick, all right, along with this. All right, this is hummus, all right? So this is a vegetable, right? I mean, this is a pureed pea, all right? Triscuits are not a whole food. Okay, almost everything you're seeing on this table is a whole food, meaning it's not processed or not highly processed. That's what we're trying to eat, okay? Eating whole foods is way, way, way better for us, okay? It digests much slower. It means it doesn't spike our blood sugar, and we don't have insulin spikes, okay? And then when you eat highly processed foods, the exact opposite. So this is an example of a processed food, but it's not terrible. Now Triscuits, they got a bunch of whole wheat, different grains in there. They're not crazy high in carbs. They don't have hardly any sugar in them. And I love eating these things with something healthy. So you don't have to be perfect, okay? Cereal, this is a processed food, okay? But it's got a ton of fiber in there. Yeah. All right, now a few other things here real quick, guys. I live in Texas. I am a true Texan, so I like hot, spicy stuff, Mexican food, that kind of stuff. Jalapenos. All right, now I realize some of you guys might not be able to handle that, but man, these things are fantastic. It's a fruit, it's a vegetable, I mean, all right? So it's got basically no calories and a ton of flavor. Tastes fantastic. This is just a spice that I happen to like, okay? This is a Creole spice. I put this on my rice when I cook it to really spice things up, along with a bunch of olive oil, guys. Spices are free. Salt, pepper, all these other spices that you guys might like, 0 calories. They make the food taste fantastic, all right? This is horseradish cream, okay? I like to use this with a can of tuna fish. Tuna fish I don't have on the table right here, but tuna fish is fantastic, high in protein, basically 0 carbohydrates, almost no fat. It's almost 100% protein, but I don't like to just eat it dry out of the can, all right? So I'll mix it with this horseradish cream. I'll also throw in some light mayonnaise, all right, because I don't want to put too much fat in there. And then you can chop up celery or carrots or even grapes and raisins, all kinds of other little goodies that you can put in a big tuna fish salad that you make, all right? So this thing is basically just chock full of flavor. It's real spicy, but it's got basically 0 calories. All right, so my cameraman just reminded me to say, you are what you eat, right? Okay, well, I guess this is what I eat. This is actually what I eat a lot of on a regular basis. Now, the thing is, guys, like I mentioned earlier, you don't have to be perfect, right? I mean, I have cheat meals. So I save those cheat meals, though, for occasions. So I might go get a burger and fries with a buddy, okay? Or it might just be a Saturday night and I'm staying in watching a movie and there's nothing going on. I still get a burger and fries, all right? The thing, though, is a burger and a fries sounds like a cheat meal, and it is to a degree, but really there's a ton of nutritious, valuable food in there. It's if I get the milkshake that I screw myself around. If I get the big, large Coca-Cola, that's where you totally screw things up, guys, because your body can't do anything with that high processed sugary drinks, okay? So the milkshakes, the Cokes are just total waste, all right? if you're gonna do a cheat meal, do a cheat meal that tastes great, but that your body can also use. Okay. Now, these are some cheat sheets I printed out. One thing, guys, is you don't have to memorize this. This is a list. I have my own spreadsheet. Okay, and this is a list of foods, and next to each food is how many carbohydrates are in a serving, how many grams of protein, and how many grams of fat, and how many total calories are in each one of these foods. And I have these foods broken up by proteins, carbs, and then on the next page it's going to be fats. So when I'm looking at something, whether I'm at a restaurant or shopping at the grocery store or at somebody's house, okay, I promise I can just glance at something and have a rough idea what's going on in that food, okay? And you need to do the same thing. All right, first off, proteins. And when I say proteins, typically we're talking about meat, all right? And then any kind of meat. Let's just lump all those together, because a beef steak and a chicken breast, and a turkey breast are very close to the same amount of macros as far as carbs and protein and fat are concerned. So you don't need to get hypercritical about this, guys. If you were a pro bodybuilder and you were counting every little tiny spoonful of food that you put in your mouth, you'd need to have this stuff memorized. But beef and turkey and fish, even sliced ham, okay, salmon, tilapia, all those things, real high in protein, real low in fat, real low in carbs. So when you're eating those kind of things, just think, I'm just getting a ton of protein and almost no fiber, okay? So those are the proteins. We can throw them all together. I throw eggs in with the protein. Now, eggs do have a fair amount of fat in them in the form of the yolk. Now, that's good fat for you guys that like to eat a lot of eggs and also want to lose a lot of fat. I would recommend you take the yolks out of some of those eggs, all right? You don't have to eat 100% egg whites, but you might want to just keep it to 2 yolks, and then the rest would be egg whites, all right? All right, so here I am looking down at my little cheat sheet here. Just real quick, golly, guys, I have a long list here. I don't want to go through all this stuff with you. You got rice and potatoes and broccoli and blueberries and tomatoes and cauliflower, mushrooms, asparagus, spinach, onions, peppers, red, yellow, green peppers, mixed vegetables, all those things, guys, are incredibly good for you. And so when it comes to vegetables, okay, and I just threw a bunch of them out at you there. Tomatoes, broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, corn, kale, asparagus. You don't really need to memorize much about those other than they're fantastic for you and you can't eat too much. They're so low in carbohydrates and they have so much fiber that you get to subtract, right, from the carbs, that you can eat gallons of this stuff, all right? So the more the merrier. Most of you guys are not going to eat too much when it comes to vegetables. Fruit is almost the same way, except fruit has got a higher number of carbs in it, okay? It's got a little bit more sugar than your veggies, so you know, you should probably eat at least twice as many veggies as you do fruit. All right, guys, so let's wrap this up, all right? I don't want to put everybody to sleep. The point is, you all are going to feel a complete, total change in your daily life. I mean, all day, even at night, your sleep, when you start eating healthy. Now, I'm really talking to the guys right now, obviously, who don't eat healthy and think it's too hard, it's too complicated, you're not going to like it, eating healthy doesn't taste good, all right? BS, all right? I just showed you a typical week worth of food for me, and it tastes fantastic, guys. I'm the most lazy cook you're ever going to meet. I hate cooking. I mean, I probably, out of all this, I got, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes of cooking out of an entire week, okay? So you're going to feel great, it's inexpensive, and it's easy. I mean, what are the drawbacks, guys? So for all you guys that I see on our Facebook page bitching and moaning about you don't like vegetables and therefore you can't eat healthy, BS, all right? Find some stuff that you like, all right? You don't have to grow a tomato garden in the backyard, all right? Just go to the damn supermarket. Start trying the salads that they make in the deli, all right? They'll give you little free samples to taste, all right? Find a couple or 3 that you like, and then boom, you can buy those every single week, and those are the side dish for whatever the main course you're making, all right? So guys, it's the same as putting good gas in your race car versus the crappy old gas that you get at the gas station. I have to buy race gas for my race car. It's 110 octane leaded gas. It costs $9 a gallon, all right? But this is not expensive. This is race gas for your body, but it's cheaper than eating crappy food. Trust me, guys. You start doing this just for a few days in a row, and you're going to see a radical difference in how you feel. You do it for a few weeks in a row, you're going to see a radical difference in how you look in the mirror. All right, guys, you know what I say? Just stick with it and never give up on yourself.